Since I did my cover reveal, I've had a couple of people tell me that they pre-ordered the paperback version of Just Stab Me Now. This is my author copy of Same. It is the novel, which is based on the Fantasy Heroine series of shorts, and it comes out on the 5th of February. So if you are one of the people who has done that, I now know something about you, which is that you pre-ordered your paperback from the UK version of Amazon. And I think one thing, based on the last 2 weeks of calls and emails and other things, I think that that's going to be fine. It's a little complicated, but I think it's going to be fine. The worst outcome that we can have here is that you pre-ordered the paperback and nobody takes your money and nothing happens. Like, no exchange of goods for money occurs. But IngramSpark assure me that when I launch my pre-order with them, that they will collect all of the existing pre-orders from the Amazon page and they will fulfill those orders. How much do I believe them? I don't know, but I'm choosing to be optimistic here. That's the short version. If you've pre-ordered a paperback already, it's probably going to be fine. If you want to be extra safe, you can cancel it and then reorder in December when my pre-orders will probably go up properly. The long version of the story is, it's my fault. I mean, of course it's my fault, I am self-publishing, there's no one else's fault that it really could be, but let me tell you how it happened. To do so we have to start with Nielsen. Nielsen is the company in the UK from which people buy their ISBNs, their International Standard Book Number. I bought a pack of 10 from them. I am planning to use 4 of them, one for the ebook, one for the paperback, one for the audiobook, date to be announced but hopefully around the same time as the ebook and paperback, and one for the hardcover, coming at some point after I've sorted all of those other ones out. Now, Nielsen also own a thing called Title Editor, and Title Editor is the place that you put your books so that all the places can see that your book is available. If you want to just sell your book on Amazon, you can do things just with Amazon, but if you want to have it other places, then you need to have it on Title Editor. Now, I believe that IngramSpark, when I set up my pre-order with them, would have just done this for me. They would have put the books on Title Editor, but I wasn't entirely sure of that, and also I was told that you need to have your book up at least 20 weeks in advance on Title Editor if you want it to be ordered into shops, and I didn't really want to take any chances on that, even though most of you will not be buying it from a shop, I assume. So I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have paperback pre-orders up until late November at the earliest, and probably more like December, and so I decided that I was going to put the book onto Title Editor myself, because it's fairly easy to do in spite of the fact that their interface looks like no one has redesigned it since 2004. But I did make one small error, which is the source of the current page on Amazon, which is I put the price on. When it asked me for a price, I told them what the UK price was. It didn't ask for any of the other prices, which is why it's not available anywhere else, but because it's a British bought ISBN, yes, I put the price in with all of the other details for the paperback. And off I went and didn't think any more about it until I got a comment about a week and a half later which said, hey, did you know that Amazon UK has your paperback up for pre-order? And I said, ah. So that meant that I emailed IngramSpark because they don't have a phone number, and I ended up calling both Nielsen and Amazon, and I spent an entire day on the phone to just those two companies trying to figure out how to sort this out. I'm publishing via Amazon KDP, that's Kindle Direct Publishing, and through IngramSpark. So if you buy the book from Amazon on release day or any day after, that book will be printed by KDP. If you buy the book from anywhere that isn't Amazon, that order will be fulfilled by IngramSpark. IngramSpark also do paperback pre-orders, which is something that Amazon does not offer if you are self-publishing. Which means that theoretically, if you pre-order a paperback from Amazon or anywhere else before publication day, it will be fulfilled by IngramSpark, not by Amazon. It's a bit weird, but we sort of go with it. And that would be fine if I had already set up the IngramSpark pre-order, because every pre-order that went through that page would go to IngramSpark and they would put it in their system and then they would send people out the books when it was released. But I haven't set up my pre-order yet. So I called Nielsen and I said, hey, I've got a problem with Amazon, and they said, yes, but we're not Amazon. And I said, yes, but maybe you can help me. And they said, getting a page sort of taken down or whatever, I think that's probably an Amazon problem. I am not sure there is anything we can do for you. And I said, okay. So I called Amazon. Or rather, I got Amazon to call me. As it turns out, it's actually quite easy to get on the phone with a physical, real human being from Amazon, as long as you do it within their opening hours. They just won't be able to help you, at least not in this instance. To all of the people I spoke to at Amazon, I asked the same question. I said, listen, there is a pre-order page for my paperback, and I don't know who gets notified when someone orders that. I assume that it's me as the publisher of record on Nielsen Title Editor, but I have no way of knowing that. How do I find out? I spoke to the first person and they said, I think you might need customer services. I'll send you the link so they can call you. Got a phone call from customer services. I explained the problem. They said, nah. They passed me on to a third person who also couldn't help me, to a fourth person who sounded like they were in a cave underwater somewhere, passed me on to a fifth person, and after the 5 different phone calls from various representatives of Amazon, I learned that they didn't know. So, what I did was, I pre-ordered a copy of my own book from Amazon to see what happened. And what happened was that Jill, the person who had ordered the book, got a thing saying, thank you for your pre-order, we're not taking your money now, but this is your order number. Jill, the publisher, got nothing. Now, I don't know if they would send me the pre-orders closer to the date of publication. I don't know, but I'm the publisher of record. There's an email address associated with that account. Should I have received something? I don't know, but I didn't. So having concluded that Amazon could not help me with a listing on their own website, I called Nielsen back again and I said, listen, I need to know how I can get Amazon to take this listing down. And the guy said, okay, I have a couple of ideas. I think the easiest idea is just take the price off. Like, don't change the price to 0, just remove the price, make it that blank bar, and put this part to 0 as well, and whatever. I said, okay, I'm gonna try that. As of recording this video, it has been a week and a half since that happened, and the Amazon UK paperback listing is still there, because apparently Amazon does not like to update things from Nielsen very often. But I'm hoping that at some point it's going to come down. Even if it doesn't, it probably doesn't matter, because the next day I got an email from Ingram Spark and they said, listen, once you set up your pre-order with us, we will receive all of the pre-orders which have come before, and that should include the ones from Amazon. And I said, good? How do you know that? I didn't get notified when someone pre-ordered my book when I was the only person whose information was on the listing. How do you know that? But I assume that they know what they're doing? I hope they know what they're doing. This has been quite long-winded, and also in vertical format, because I was going to post this as a TikTok and also as a YouTube video, and I was going to just do it in landscape and then kind of crop it, but apparently my brain decided that no, we're just filming in vertical today. So thank you for your patience. Pre-orders for the paperback are not officially up yet. They should be by December, but at the moment I am on a deadline to get my finished copy for the book to my typesetter so he can typeset it, so then we can proofread it, so then he can make those minor corrections, so then we can put it on Ingram Spark and all of the other places and do the pre-order. So I'm hoping that will be by December, but we shall see. We're on track, I think. I'll keep you up to date.